Folks, today's episode is brought to you, as it often is, by Uncommon Apothecary. Okay? Uncommon Apothecary, we know what we're talking about here. We're talking about CBD. We're talking about the only thing that you need in the world right now. The only medicine that you need. And I would urge you, no matter what medicine you're on, stop. Throw it out. Doesn't matter. High blood pressure, throw it out. Whatever it is. Your kid is sick, take his medication, her medication, their medication, throw it out. You don't need it. All you need is CBD. You do not need to go to the hospital. You do not need to deal with the medical industrial complex. You can get out of it. Free yourself from the slavery of big pharma with CBD. It's made from the hemp plant. And unlike its sister, Mary Jane, CBD contains less than 0.3% THC. It's not psychoactive. You're not going to get high. Although, even if you did get a little high, what are you really doing? What are you, an air traffic controller? Stop. Best thing many of you could do is get a little high. Not a lot, but a tiny bit. Just a little bit. Just push you over the line. Several blind studies, double-blind studies, CBD also cures blindness. Double-blind studies have shown CBD to reduce anxiety, depression, mood swings. Maybe you're a dick. CBD's helping with all of that. Especially now that the holidays are coming up, Thanksgiving's coming up, you should take a fucking bath in CBD before you have to see your family, before you have to see your aunts and your uncles, your cousins, people that have done better than you, people that are going to ask you questions about your life, make you account for yourself while you're eating carbs. CBD is going to alleviate depression, inflammation. There's going to be a lot of inflammation after you cram all that fucking stuffing down your throat and that pie, and you're going to lay in bed and you're going to feel like shit because your body's going to be crying out for help, writhing in pain. The only thing you can do is CBD. And unlike many other so-called CBD products on Amazon and other online shopping sites, all Uncommon Apothecary products are third-party tested to ensure quality and consistency, and the results are posted on the site. It's legal without a prescription in all 50 states. Are you a huge loser? We have pet formulas, so you and your dog can take CBD together if you need somebody to do it with. You can't do it on your own. You want to blast off with your dog. And again, you're not even getting high, but this helps dogs. I have a friend with an Aussie, one of those dogs. I don't know. It's a Merle or whatever. I don't like them. The Australian Shepherd, and they're very aggressive, and they bark and yell at everyone. And I've always said to him, put the dog down, put it down, euthanize it, get rid of it, put it down. And, they've refused to do that, but they started giving the dog CBD. And now the dog is a joy to be around. It's a pleasure to be around. It's not a big problem. I always said, put it down, get rid of it. But they wanted to keep their dog, but they just rein it in, which is good. And I respect them for that. This is a great way to support the show. See why thousands are switching from prescriptions to a more natural alternative. As much as I kid around about this stuff, if you look at the money that Big Pharma pours into keeping this shit off the market, it's clear that this definitely works. It definitely has a benefit, and it's definitely better for you than whatever the fuck Pfizer, Merck, and Novartis are, unless they want to advertise, and then we can read their ad copy, and I'm sure those pills are great. If any of them are out there and listening to this, but until they are, let's be honest, Big Pharma is just trying to kill you in your sleep. You become addicted. The side effects, it's not just a hack joke premise. There's horrible side effects to a lot of the shit they give you, and a lot of it is habit forming, where CBD really isn't, and it does a lot of the same things more effectively. UA-CBD.com. Also, make sure to sign up for monthly deliveries of Uncommon Apothecary so you're never out when you need it. Well, that sounds a little, suggestive right there. I just said, none of it's habit forming, and they're like, sign up for monthly, just so one day you don't wake up without it and start going nuts. But it's convenient, For every item purchased, Uncommon Apothecary will donate $1 to local homeless shelters. Well, what's that doing? Let's be honest. No, I'm kidding. That's great. That's good. So you see a homeless guy and you don't give him $1, you don't have to. You just bought CBD, and they're giving him the $1. Isn't that nice? So you're actually donating to the homeless and curing your depression and anxiety all at once. You can really try this stuff out. It's really good. And Thanksgiving's coming up. Your family's there. You hate your family. They hate you. Both sides are justified. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Now is not time to litigate the past. Now is time to lather up in CBD oil. You should lather yourself up in CBD oil like a runner, and just basically, however runners lather themselves up in things. What am I, an athlete? I don't know, but it just seems like runners would lather themselves up in some type of lotion or something. So you lather yourself up in CBD oil, and you just basically, sit in that chair, and you'll have a great fucking time this Thanksgiving. Thank you. Folks, there is no bigger sign of a loser than a wallet that is... the guy, we did Kill Tony the other night, and a guy got out, and he literally had just a manila envelope as a wallet. My boomer father used to have a huge wallet stuffed with $1 bills and, business cards of people that he couldn't sell things with just falling out of his wallet. This is a real sign of a boomer, is to have a huge wallet with contacts of all these people that they don't need and that have never helped them, and a huge wad of cash and a bunch of maxed out credit cards and debit cards. That's the problem with wallets, is they really show who you are immediately. And nobody right now, they used to say that the mark of achievement or success was to take out a fat wallet. There's nothing that could be further from the truth right now. If you have a lot of cash on you right now, you're probably poor, or you're in the mafia. That's really the two options. You're either criminal, you're running a human trafficking ring, and probably they don't even have cash. They've even evolved, okay? Congressmen and senators are now Venmoing for fucking kids, This is not 1997. So you got to get rid of these big wallets. You pull out a wallet at a bar, you're paying for a drink. Whoever you're trying to fuck is going to notice what kind of person you are. You pull out some busted, broken down leather wallet. It's probably not even leather. It's probably like leatherette or some shitty flea market wallet you have. You take it out of your pocket, people are going to notice that guy's a fucking loser. That guy hasn't made any good decisions. That guy's going to ruin my life as well as his own. That's the type of person. You get a business card from a furniture salesman and it goes in your wallet. And then you just have 300 years worth of worthless contacts in your fucking wallet. Grow up. Nobody wants you. Doesn't matter. You're not doing any deals with the guy at the furniture store. Take his card and throw it out. Okay? Fuck him. He's just trying to fuck you over on that ottoman. You don't need to keep his card there. My dad would do that. He'd have cards from people that were just trying to rip him off. My dumb boomer dad was like, "Oh, you've tried to rip me off? I'll save your card. You didn't get me today, but hopefully you'll get me in a week or a month. I know you need this sale." You just want to hit him over the head. And my dad was like, let me keep a wallet of rotating scams. Let me keep a bunch of cards just so if I have a little money one day and I feel like getting it out of my pocket immediately, I can call one of these goons and they can take it from me. They can alleviate me of my paycheck. Don't be that guy. Get the fucking Ridge wallet. Well, Blue Chew, baby. Blue Chew. You know what it is. That's not a candy. It's getting your dick hard. Blue Chew. Do you have a problem? You have anxiety. Can you not get it up? Are you not sleeping with an attractive partner? What are the chances of that? My audience, probably high. But, you still need to perform. Not maybe great, but adequately. You still need to get the job done. So what do? You need a chewable dick pill with the same ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Easy. Blue Chew is super easy. No awkward doctor visits. You don't have to wait at the pharmacy and bump into people from high school, ask what you're doing. You have to explain to them that you don't have any children. You moved to LA to be a screenwriter. That failed. Now you're back working for your folks and picking up dick pills at CVS. None of that. They ship it to your door in discreet packaging so your mother doesn't know what you're doing. Easy. You just go online, free consultation. You tell the doctor what the issues are. And is it a doctor? Sure it is. Why? Because this email I have says it is. It's a doctor online, and they want the best for you. They took a Hippocratic oath, didn't they? And basically what Blue Chew will allow you to do is it'll allow your penis to work. It's not just for people that can't get it up. It's for people that want to get it up over and over and over again. Maybe because they're addicted to sex. Maybe they're a nymphomaniac. It's where they derive all their pleasure from. Their only sense of self is if they're fucking people. That's what this is for. It's not only people that can't perform. It's for people that all they want to do is perform. There's nothing else. Most guys talk a good game. I don't agree with that, by the way. This ad copy, I think, is wrong. I think guys, a lot of them don't talk a good game, especially the guys I know can't say anything, you know? Start taking their phones out and showing people photos of Building 7. But Blue Chew helps you follow through for round 2. It's a good dick pill, folks. What are we doing here? We're selling dick pills. You either need them or you don't. Maybe you don't need them. Maybe you want them. But either way, it's a good situation. Viagra and Cialis is a big deal. You got to get a prescription. It's a whole thing. You don't need that here. Right in time for Thanksgiving, you get a handful of dick pills for free. Share them with your family, okay? Maybe you're going to meet somebody at Thanksgiving Eve. You're going to fuck. Maybe it's that old girl from high school that you used to know. And yeah, she's 400 pounds now, but it doesn't fucking matter. You're also a loser. You need pills to even fucking function. So you see each other out at the bar and you're really drunk and you're gargling down food at 3 a.m. You're eating pizza and you joke around about your old earth science teacher, and finally you go back to your parents' house and bone, you know? And now you got the Blue Chew, so you show her a really good time, and she calls you the next day and she's like, oh my God, that was amazing. And you start seeing each other on and off, and then finally you both move back to the same town and decide you should get married because you both have nothing else going on. And your parents pay for a little shitty wedding, and you do it at a VFW, and you say that it's fun and quirky, but it really is, it's sad. And you marry this girl and you have loveless sex until one day you have a child, and the child might be autistic. You don't know. It doesn't really blink, and it's kind of creepy. And you say to yourself, I hope I'm not raising a school shooter. But at the end of the day, you do what you do. And then you just, you limp along, and life's horrific, but it's kind of okay. And listen, and then you get older, and the kid gets older, and you go to Disney World with it, and you walk around 110-degree weather with this fucking fat animal you married, and your weird non-blinking son who's definitely going to shoot up a school as soon as his finger's big enough to pull the trigger. And you say to yourself as you're sitting there at an overpriced, shitty resort for the only 2 days that you can fucking afford it, you say to yourself, God, I wonder what would have happened had I not had the Blue Chew to adequately perform for this beast I'm now married to. You see? You got a life now. I just gave you a fucking life. BLUEchew.com. Promo code Tim. Goodbye. That's where we're at. Radio silence from Dr. Drew. Maybe they're mad at me that I said that Drew would tell people heroin was good for them if there was enough money in it, which we know is true. And that's very funny because it's accurate. If there was a heroin lobby that gave Dr. Drew money to go out and tell you that the best thing for your kids to do is shoot them up with dope before you took them to school, he would absolutely sit there and do it. That's just the reality, okay? I don't even necessarily blame him for that. It is what the fuck it is.